Matt Smith, 2010 to 2013. Series 5, or Season 31. The 11th Hour, 10 out of 10. Geronimo, we're flung kicking and screaming into a new era of the show as the Doctor struggles to land a disintegrating TARDIS after his cataclysmic regeneration. He crash lands in the backyard of a young orphan girl, Amy Pond. The Doctor finds that Amy has a crack in her wall which all of time and space is imploding through, a split in the very fabric of reality. Through this crack comes an escaped criminal alien, Prisoner Zero, hiding out in the house of Amy Pond from the Atraxi, a huge alien eye that is trying to find him, and will stop at nothing to bring him back, including destroying the Earth. The Doctor promises that he will be back to help Amy once he has taken his TARDIS back into space to repair it, but he misjudges the time, and instead of 5 minutes later he ends up returning 12 years into her future. The poor young girl holds out hope that the Raggedy Doctor will return in time to save her, but as years pass she loses faith and gradually grows into a cynical adult, sure that the Doctor she met must have only been a dream. Amy's story of waiting for the Doctor to return is a really heartwarming one. After the huge scope of the last serial, it's nice to see the show return to the intimate and personal, showing the lasting effect of the Doctor on the life of just one individual. As with most Doctors in their first episode, I found it really hard to warm to Doctor number 11. He seemed to bounce from scene to scene, gurning away like early Sylvester McCoy in Time and the Rani, a pantomime fool in a wise man's clothing. He was also very young and very cool. The 900-plus-year-old alien was now seemingly being played by a hipster to match the increasing popularity of the show. Out was the older, heroic Doctor, and in was a young tearaway, dating models or turning up at Glastonbury declaring, "Yes, it's me," before jamming with Orbital to the Doctor Who theme tune. Of course, the increase in popularity is a great thing. It shows that a very old show is in touch with a very modern audience. But to a cult fan of a cult show, it can seem like you're losing your prized secret to the masses. The Doctor was never meant to be cool in my book. He's an outsider, an alien with a human look. Yet for all the pretense, Matt has so much range and brings so many colours to his characterisation that he really injects a new and different feel to the show, as each Doctor should, and it isn't long before you grow to love him. And on revisiting this episode, and this Doctor, I believe I've made a great misjudgment the first time around. Once you've gotten used to his era, there is a lot to like about this new portrayal. Matt Smith has a great versatility, especially for such a young actor, effortlessly traversing between whimsy, irrational energy, and then dark broodiness, often in the space of just one scene. This first story really brings the show back to basics and in the best possible way. It has a real timeless quality to it and feels like a classic children's story or a fairy tale, somewhere between The Snowman and The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, or rather The Raggedy Doctor and the Girl Who Waited. There's also a fantastic scene right at the end of the serial, which every fan needs to see. The Atraxi scans the Doctor to see if he poses a threat to it, to see if the Earth is protected. Seeing all that the Doctor has done, the Atraxi ends up fleeing, such is the Doctor's awesome reputation. Watching the scanner move through all the previous incarnations of the Doctor, ending with Matt Smith walking through the projection, is a really special moment, and iterates not only the debt that the new series pays to its history, but also the exciting new direction it's about to take it in. When I first saw this episode, I admit I wasn't sure what to make of it, and I would have probably rated it a lot more harshly. But with the benefit of hindsight, I can see that it's a superb series opener and a really exciting way to start the new Doctor's term.